Hi, and welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Linda McNamee, in for Phil Gallagher. Joining me on this week's edition is our BNews reporters, Tad Stefanak, Chris Flaherty, and Robert Paris, sports with Giuliana Magrane, and our community calendar with Gretchen Carey. Burlington's January 15, and along with the typical procedural fund transfers, there are several warrant articles of interest. Some key items on the warrant include the proposed Mixed-Use Innovation District, or the Mixed District, which would streamline a patchwork of different zoning types in the Burlington Mall area into one unified district. The plan has been years in the making by Economic Development Director Melissa Tintakalis. Other items include the approval of an accessory dwelling unit bylaw amendment that would place guidelines on accessory dwelling units built on a single-family lot. A decision to amend zoning bylaws to create a mixed-use middle housing overlay district in Burlington's town center. The new district, if approved by town meeting, would create small pockets where developers can build three-story apartment or condo buildings with retail on the ground floor. A bylaw presented by the Signage Subcommittee to establish signage districts in town and create the rules for town center, the first such district the subcommittee is focused on. And finally, a proposal to rescind the prohibition of marijuana sales that was passed by town meeting in 2017. Town meeting will begin at 7:30 p.m. on Monday, January 27th. BCAT will be live broadcasting on our government channel and BCAT government Facebook page. You can find more details on the key articles on our website and the full warrant on the town website. In other town meeting related news, the town clerk's office has posted vacancies in both precincts 1 and 7. If you are interested or know of someone who is interested, please contact the clerk's office at 781-270-1660 with more information. Recent Burlington High School graduate Harris Makunga was recognized during the Governor's State of the Commonwealth address last Thursday, January 16th, for his participation in BHS's Technology Innovation Career Pathway. In the address, Governor Healy shared that her administration will continue moving forward on programs that make sure students are trained with the skills that are in demand in today's economy. The administration has expanded the Innovation Career Pathways program to 100 high schools in fields from biotechnology to clean energy. Governor Healy shared the story of Harris Makunga's success in the program.
Harris comes to us as a graduate of Burlington High School. Now, when he was there, he didn't just take traditional courses. He was also taking computer science through a career pathway. It's one of the programs that we've brought to over 100 high schools in Massachusetts. These programs partner with local employers in fields from biotechnology to advanced manufacturing to clean energy. As a senior, Harris did a capstone project with an industry mentor nearby. He built an app for a local sneaker store called Courtside Kicks. Now he's a freshman at the University of Massachusetts Lowell, doing a degree in software engineering and managing that sneaker store part-time. He's working hard, he's building great experience.
Great job, Harris. Shireen Terrell, the director of Career Pathways at BHS, joined Harris for the big day at the State House and had this to say. We are all so proud of Harris and proud of Burlington and the strong foundation we are providing to students. I spoke with so many teachers today who had Harris as a student, and they were either cheering or moved to tears seeing him. Lots of emotion. It was a boost for all of us to see him recognized. The third video in the Burlington High School Feasibility Study series has been released. The previous video explored the existing conditions of the current high school building and its deficiencies in space and programming. This video provides an overview of how the options were developed with the project team and stakeholders during the preliminary design program phase of the Burlington High School building project. Here's a clip explaining why the committee eliminated certain designs.
The alternative site option was eliminated by the School Building Committee in January of 2025, following the submission of the PDP report. This option was removed due to the cost of the purchase and retrofitting of the building to make ready for a learning environment, a lack of necessary space, and proximity to other school facilities. 5 other options were presented to the School Building Committee on October 10th and were also eliminated. These approaches require lengthy project timelines and temporary off-site swing space for the entire student population and faculty, which the town cannot support. These options can be viewed on the project website under PDP Appendix D.
You can find the full video and more information on the building project website. In addition, residents are encouraged to share their opinions and converse with the design team and committee members at the next community forum on Wednesday, February 12th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the BHS auditorium. The forum will also be covered in full by BCAT and found on BCAT's education channel as well as our website. You can also share your thoughts through the Thought Exchange, the unique format that allows neighbors to see and react to each other's input. As many 8th graders at Marshall Simons Middle School are considering the next steps in their education, Shawsheen Valley Technical High School gave students the opportunity to tour their campus and explore its many vocational career paths. BNews reporter Chris Flaherty tagged along for this tour and has this look.
As the 8th graders of Marshall Simons Middle School prepare to take the next step in their education, Shawsheen Valley Technical High School opened its doors the morning of January 16th to over 250 students, giving them a taste of the many vocational pathways they can pursue in the coming years.
It was wonderful just seeing both the staff from Marshall Simons and the students getting to move about, get a sense of our building. And it just feels really great to be able to work together with the staff from Burlington and making sure that students know there are 2 great high schools that they have to choose from, and making sure they just know what Shawsheen is when they're considering whether they're going to apply here. We have everything ranging from cosmetology and culinary arts to plumbing and electrical, the list goes on. And so one great thing is that I feel like just about any student can come here and find that their talents, interests, the skills that they have are something that they can meet adults who have those same inclinations and have fostered them, and be able to find a place where they really fit in. And that's my favorite thing about Shawsheen and what made me fall in love with it.
It's an amazing opportunity for students to try to find their passion, what they can find something that they can enjoy and hopefully take that into the next stage of their life. The opportunity they get here is through our exploratory program as a freshman. They get to try 14 different technical areas and see which of those fits their skill set. So I think it's a nice place for students to try to find their passion, and then they have opportunities when they leave, whether they want to enter directly into the workforce or continue their education at a 2-year or a 4-year institution.
Shawsheen faculty hope that after a visit to Ram Country, students are able to make an informed decision about their future.
They have options. The first option is, they have Burlington High, they have Shawsheen Tech, and at Shawsheen they have options. We're not saying if you come here, there's only one path to success. There's a number of industries that you can go into, and it's not a choice between college and career. Career is the ultimate placement for everyone. Some careers do require some college. Others require apprenticeships, certifications, licensure, and we provide students with access to such a wide range of paths. Our goal is to increase opportunity, not limit students to one path or another.
Maybe they've heard about Shawsheen Tech, maybe they've read about Shawsheen Tech, but I think they got the opportunity today to come through, see the building, see the students in actions, feel the energy, and actually experience the positivity and the excitement that our students and our staff here at Shawsheen have every day. So I hope they take that away with them, and then it gives them the information they need to make the best informed choice for them and their families.
Until next time, this is Chris Flaherty for BNews Weekly.
Thank you, Chris. Last weekend, the talented students of the new drama club at Marshall Simons Middle School put on a performance of the play, The Trial of the Wicked Witch. BNews reporter Robert Paris stopped by during rehearsals and has this look behind the scenes of this unique production.
Introducing the MSMS Drama Club, which is under the direction of Abby Lindbergh, who has had a passion for theater.
I grew up doing theater, and I find a lot of value in theater education. I saw a gap missing. I also really wanted to have opportunities for students who maybe didn't have access to the paid programs outside of school to have a free opportunity to learn about theater.
The club grew in popularity once it was announced, and she couldn't have been happier with the turnout.
A huge interest. So this is actually one of our largest clubs at the middle school. We started the year with a cap of 50 because so many kids were signing up for it.
It is also a fun and educational way to learn about theatrical productions, whether you are on the stage or behind the scenes.
So we practice a lot of skills in the beginning of the year, like projection, diction, improv, body attunement, so a lot of just basic theater skills.
The Trial of the Wicked Witch is the recent play they put on in the auditorium. Abby wanted to get the audience members involved in some way, which he did as a jury.
Surprise, like you have been selected for jury. And our jury members are going to come join, from the cast are going to come out and try to help them decide how they want to vote. I think it'll be really fun for the jury cast members to get to really improv their way through it and really stay in character. They have very, very strong opinions about if the Wicked Witch is guilty or not, so I'm excited to see what they share with the audience.
During a rehearsal, I spoke with the Wicked Witch herself and the fairy godmother.
So I'm the Wicked Witch, who's like the person who's on trial. So I have like lines about evilness. It's really fun to play the Wicked Witch because it's cool to play a role that's like evil and not, normally like kind, like I sometimes am.
I love the environment. Everyone's so accepting, and just like overall, it's just a great experience.
The club is already at a high volume, so the future is looking bright for the club, and Abby is excited for what comes in the future.
I would really love to be able to do more thoughtful productions moving forward. So the more we get donations, the more ticket sales we have, we get to expand and do larger sets, larger costumes, so that they can really get deeper into the theater.
From the Marshall Simons Middle School, I'm Robert Paris for BNews Weekly.
Thank you, Robert. Amy Goober and her mother, Gwen Borden, have composed a unique book, As My Mother Always Says, 25 Lessons for Finding the Silver Lining, based on Gwen's 93 years of life experience. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak spoke to them both on their journey to publication.
The mother-daughter team of action coach Amy Goober and her mother Gwen Borden have written a book based on Gwen's 93 years of life experience.
So the title of the book is My Mother Always Says, 25 Lessons for Finding the Silver Lining. And how the book came about is that, of course, I've been raised by my mother. It occurred to me recently that I was constantly quoting her. So I'm a coach for women, so I try to help women move forward in their lives. And even in my personal life, I just found myself saying, my mother always says, my mother always says, as my mother says. And then I would be giving these kind of life lessons and these quotes and these mantras. And I said to myself, I have to share this with other people because they're so valuable. They're so helpful in my own life.
I think I am the luckiest woman in this world that after years of listening to me speak, she still wants to hear more. Very few mothers have daughters who still want to hear what they have to say. Together, we have become this walking example of you can have a good relationship with your mother after all these years. I'm 93, and I've been around a long time. So I am very lucky, and I have lived a very long and interesting life.
The beginning of each chapter is a memoir section. She's doing a narration of what was happening in her life then, so it's very much in her voice. And then it's the lessons learned. What are the lessons learned during that part of her life? And it goes each chapter.
The major life message I have is that there are no bad experiences in life, just the ones you don't learn from. So all these, so to speak, bad experiences have been what shaped me.
As somebody said to me, who else do we want to get our knowledge from but someone who has not only the life experience, but so many positive things to her credit?
Parents are our first teachers, and I think it is only fitting that I was Amy's first teacher and that I was a teacher and am a teacher all my life. I have taught first grade, I have taught in college, I have done adult education teaching, but teaching is the way we pass on our experiences.
You know, I think that it is really valuable, which is why I took the time and effort to do it. I think that these lessons are things that will really help people in their day-to-day life, in their strategizing moving forward. I think there's a lot of value there. And so I hope people read it.
We're not at the end yet.
My mother always says 25 Lessons for Finding the Silver Lining is due to be released in March. With Amy Goober and Gwen Borden at the BCAT studio, I'm B News reporter Tad Stefanak.
So that was her idea.
Thank you, Tad, and thank you, Gwen and Amy, for those opportunities to learn and opportunities to grow. It was a big week for Red Devil sports, and Giuliana Magrane has it all right after our community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your community calendar. On January 28th at 6:30 p.m., the Made in Burlington store will be having a Valentine's Wine and Sign event. Pre-registration is required. For more information, go to the following website. On January 29th from 7 to 8:30 p.m., the Burlington Public Library continues their Mystery Festival with another event called Sleuthing in the Stacks. Everyone is welcome and pre-registration is required. For more information, go to the library website. Through February 11th, Helpus will be having their Teddy Bear Drive for children experiencing a life-threatening illness, entering foster care, or dealing with the loss of a parent. For more information, go to the following website. For more community calendar events, go to bcattv.org, burlingtonpubliclibrary.org, and burlingtonrecreation.org. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your community calendar.
Hi, I'm Amy Poehler, and you're watching BCAT. Go Red Devils!
Everyone, I'm Giuliana Magrane, and this is your weekly sports report. Both basketball teams were home in a doubleheader against Wilmington last Friday night. We go to the highlights.
The Wildcats of Wilmington made their way to the Vanilla Gym for a doubleheader with the Devils. In the boys' game, the team had full control in the first two quarters, scoring 12 points in the first, then add another 13 to the scoreboard in the second, making it a close game at the half, 25-21. Burlington still had the lead at the end of the third, but the Wildcats weren't far behind, 37-31. The Devils cruised past the Wildcats in the final quarter with a 52-39 win. Girls were next up. Wilmington was leading at the end of the first, with the Devils down by 7, 16-9. The Devils were still down at the end of the second quarter, but the score was manageable, 20-18 Wildcats. It was a much better second half for the Devils as they were leading 31-24 at the end of the third. The game came down to the wire as they won by just a point, holding on to this win 37-36 Burlington.
There was much to celebrate for the girls' team as Savannah Scally scored her 1,000th career point. Anthony Matos was there and caught up with Savannah after the game.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Anthony Matos. I'm here at the Vanilla Gymnasium at Savannah Scally's 1,000th point game. I'll be talking with Savannah herself along with Coach Neil Ribello. Let's get right into it. Scally thought about it. Scally driving in, layup on the way. There it is! 1,000!
What a night it was for girls basketball captain Savannah Scally, who scored her 1,000th career point. Her dad and Coach Neil Ribello couldn't have been prouder of this accomplishment.
It feels great. She put so much hard effort into it for her, for the last 12 years actually, and she's come a long way, and it's a good congratulations to her.
From the ground up, from when she first started playing basketball, how have you as a father seen her grow as a player?
I think she's grown so much because first she's very athletic, but obviously you have to harness your skills to play within a team framework, and she's done that great, and it's been great for her in Burlington as well as AAU, and she's a great kid. That's the most important thing.
just supportive of her. Everyone's excited for her, and it's just a sign of a true team. It's a great group of kids. They support each other. They work hard for each other. And you could tell a little bit in that game that I think kids were getting nervous about, oh my goodness, if we don't pull out a win here, we're going to let her down. You know, and that, to me, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Like, they care about her that much that they want to make it perfect for her. So once we got over that hump, and then Savannah kind of took over in that second half at both ends. I mean, she's got the best players. She's coming down. She's handling. She's scoring. She's moving the ball. She's doing all those things. And in my mind, she's the MVP. I don't know what else we do without her.
Savannah reflects on working with her past and present teammates. She said she was very nervous at the beginning, but quickly adjusted to the high school level.
Day one, freshman year, I was wicked nervous. We had a bunch of good players on our team. Liv Pena, Taylor, Pavo, Cassie Suhu. It was a fresh start right out of middle school, so I really didn't know what to expect. And then looking back now, I have so much more confidence. The journey that I have taken throughout my high school career has succeeded and excelled so much, and it's just crazy to look back on that because I'm a senior. And I never thought I'd be at this point.
She enjoys working with Rebella, who has seen Savannah grow as a leader this year.
He's definitely made me a more confident and focused player. I definitely feel like I've passed the ball more and focused more on the team and everything since him. He gets on me a lot, and it actually helps me a lot. I know I get stressed out and I get oh, why is he always on me? But seriously looking back, it just helps a lot. It makes me open my eyes more.
Great talk with Coach Neal and Captain Savannah Scally. Good luck to the girls the rest of the season. I'm Anthony Matos, and so long and bye for now.
Both of the teams had games against Woburn on the January 21st. The boys won on the road 63-49, and the girls lost to the Tanners 63-36 at home. However, it was a special night as Savannah Scally broke the record as all-time leading scorer in BHS girls basketball program history. The girls are 6-5 and the boys are 8-3. Boys hockey had a home game against Wilmington last Saturday. We were there to catch the action.
Devils ice hockey had a league game against the Wilmington Wildcats. Early on in the first period, Jake Sloan gave the Devils the first goal of the afternoon, 1-0. In the second period, Burlington's Nick Tulipano scored on a power play goal, extending their lead 2-0. Burlington scored 2 more goals in the third from Nolan Jennings and James Gordon. Final from the BIP, 4-1 Devils.
Both teams were at home for a doubleheader against Belmont on January 22nd. Check out our website for the details. Devils Wrestling competed at the Colster Albee tournament last weekend, finishing in 14th place. Max Schwartzman placed 5th in the 106 weight class, and Cameron Bonnell also placed 5th in the 138 weight class. You can check out our full results on our website, bcattv.org/sports. Burlington had a home meet against Woburn Memorial on the 22nd, losing by a score of 58-3. The record currently stands at 3-14. Both track teams competed in the Massachusetts State Track Coaches Association relays last weekend. The boys finished in 4th place, while the girls came in 11th place. The girls earned 2 spots in the upcoming state championship meet in 4x200 and the 4x400. The boys' long jump team of Ryan Brooks, Sam Fernandez, and Shane Sheehan set a new record. Brooks jumped at a 21 feet, Fernandez at a 20 feet and 5 inches, and Sheehan at a 19 feet and 10.5 inches. For all those results from the relays, go to bcattv.org/sports. Boys swimming had a meet against Melrose on January 16th. The team lost by 12 points, 87-75. We spoke to head coach Steve Pagno after the meet, who said a number of swimmers qualified for the state tournamentship in February.
We've got actually 2 qualified so far, Shea Woodbury in the backstroke and the 100 free, and Cal Martin, who also qualified in the IM. But he's actually a German exchange student, so he's going to be going back home. These particular guys broke school records that were established well over 30 years ago. In the backstroke, Woody was backstroke and freestyle, and Cal was the IM. And we have a relay that's teetering on breaking the school record. So let's see what we got in the next couple of weeks.
They finished the regular season 1-4 after a 96-72 loss against Lexington on the 22nd. Burlington will make a trip to Bentley University for the Middlesex League Swim and Dive Championship on the 30th. Girls gymnastics continue to show their dominance on the map as their win streak extended to 5-0 after defeating Wakefield 141-114 and Arlington 131-129 on the 16th. For more Red Devil action, check out our sports section at bcattv.org/sports and follow us on X at BNEWS Sports. That's all for this week. I am Giuliana Magrane, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Giuliana, and thank you, Gretchen. Another week, another photo to highlight, or should we say photos. After last week's snowstorm, BCAT put out the call and received these great examples of winter's beauty. Maria Allenbeck sent in this photo capturing a group of deer gracing the winter landscape. Gretchen Carey simply calls her photo Frost. Finally, Alita Charbonneau sent in the snowman saying, "Here's my neighborhood winter friend," created by her 6-year-old neighbor Elliot, his mom Carly, and Alita herself. Thank you for all of your photos. BCAT would like to see your photos or of whatever you think is interesting and would like to share. Send them to bcat@pcattv.org with the subject line, Photo of the Week. And don't forget, there's still time for you to choose your 2024 Photo of the Year. The photo that gets the most likes or loves in the album on our BNews Facebook page will be declared the winner. Voting will end on Friday, January 31st at 5 p.m. The winner will be honored with a special framed copy of the photo at our upcoming annual meeting and Appreciation Awards night. That's it for BNews this week. We'll leave you with the scenes from the trial of the Wicked Witch. Following the program, stay tuned for a special segment from two of our resident crew members with their championship picks for the NFL games this weekend. I'm Linda McNamee in for Phil Gallagher. We'll see you next week.